What's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. I've got my Telesin. I've talked about this a couple times now, but I'm actually going to take it for a test run. It's a Telesin neck strap. I'll put all the links and all that crap in the description, but right now I'm going to walk through Times Square and we're just going to let it run. No cuts, no nothing. Maybe you'll hear some Boogie Bob music and something in the edit, but other than that, this is the Telesin neck thing. I think you're going to like it. Let's take it for a test run. Everything else on this right now will be shot on my Gopro Hero 8 Black.
You are about to witness the greatest show in the world.
Hi, Boogie Bob.
Hey, girl.
Hello.
Congratulations on all you're doing.
Love you, hey, Boogie Bob.
Oh, I love you. What's happening, Oscar?
Boogie Bob, he's out there filming in the mob. Boogie Bob, Boogie Bob, go to YouTube and turn the knob.
Coolio with the flow, represent Boogie Bob. We in Harlem, don't get robbed.
I'll see you again, I promise.
All right, Boogie Bob.
That's Boogie
I
Bob.
love you forever.
Don't get John Logan in the house. Straight cooler with my man Boogie Bob.
I love you. I want to marry you. I'm not joking. I'm not joking, girlfriend. Thank you. I love you, Pam.
Say hi to Boogie Bob.
Oh, I love you. You look as beautiful as the day I first saw you. God bless you.
I can't wait to boogie with you, Bob.
You're going to boogie all night long, girlfriend. Bob, look who I'm with. Hey. That was the best show I've ever been to, and I've seen them all. I love you, brother.
Man,
You've
I
had New
appreciate
York
you.
getting out the palm of your hand. But guess what? I'm going to the after party.
That's right.
I'm going to holler at every shorty in the building.
That's right.
What's poppin'? I ain't gonna lie, this kid is dope. Welcome to the Boogie Bob Experience. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Oh, we gonna have some fun. Are you guys ready? Folks, that's Times Square right there. I am your host, Boogie Bob. I am going to be taking you on a Times Square extravaganza. I am going to show you everything cool and everything not cool in Times Square for the next 20 or 30 minutes. I'll try to do a fast tour, but I want to do a comprehensive tour to show you what we're dealing with. This is 47th Street right here. This is where Times Square starts or ends, depending on which way you come in. It's going to go from 47th to 42nd, which is there, and there's a ball drop up there. I'm sure you won't see it on my GoPro, but I'm going to walk you. I want to feel the heat of somebody. Yeah. We are now officially in Times Square. Boom. When you walk in Times Square, you are going to find people from all over Earth. This is the hustle spot of New York. This is also the crossroads of the world, where over 360,000 people a day come right here from all over the world. You come from Europe, you go to New York, first stop, Times Square. Come from Africa, you come to New York, first stop, Times Square. We're going to take you on a comprehensive tour, which means I'll try to show you everything of significance here. These are the red steps. The red steps are closed right now, and usually they only do that with weather, and it just rained, so there you go. Weather, or whenever there's protests or rioting, they'll close that. These are the hip-hop break dancers. They're gonna get you for money. So all they're out here to do is get your money. They just got him for $20.
Yes, I want you in there.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do any of the stops today. Today is a tour of Times Square. Hopefully I'll be able to introduce you to some people and some fun. And but I'm not gonna stop and do the hip-hop thing because I have a GoPro around my neck, and hopefully you'll be able to follow as if you were a tourist walking through Times Square. The one thing you want to avoid more than anything is the costume characters. If you take a photo with an entertainer, please note they expect a tip. They cannot strong arm you, they cannot hit you, they want a tip. The problem is, if you go to take a picture with one Spider-Man, 10 of them will jump in there. So they all 10 want tips now. Just be prepared that if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have several. See this girl, she comes up because she likes the character, and all of a sudden Spider-Man, Minnie Mouse, Iron Man, everybody you could think of, the Grinch will jump in there. So just be prepared to tip 5 or 6 people. They want $5 or $10 a piece. That little crappy selfie you took for $5 is now $40 or $50. Watch out for that. We started on 47th. We are now on 46. Remember, it's only 5 blocks long. We're going to be heading over here to 42nd Street, and then we'll come back as I'm doing a tour of Times Square using my new Telesin neck mount for my GoPro Hero 8 Black. The hip-hop guys, they take up more terrain than anybody. They're going to, by the way, some of them are extremely talented, like that guy right there. Very talented. The problem is they're not out here to entertain you. They're out here to get your money. This is the screaming lady of Times Square. Her job is just to sit and scream and wave a bucket in your face. They work hard. They work very hard.
10 short seconds! What are we going to be doing? Somebody tell me something people want!
I watch them all the time. I've watched them for 30 years. Some of them are very, very good. And all of them are here for the same reason, to get money. This ain't a hobby, it's a job. It's a very weird vibe out here. It's crowded, but it's not congested. Sometimes it's so crowded you can't walk through the place. Guys, this is not a garbage can. All that garbage, there's not a garbage can. There's garbage cans on every corner. Please don't throw your bottles and stuff just on the floor or in the planter boxes. We started on 47th, we're now on 45th. Most of my tour information will take place on the other side of the block. So I'm just kind of walking, giving you an idea of what it's like to be a tourist walking in Times Square. Put your wallet in your front pocket. Do not stop to talk to the CD guys. Hey, you like hip hop? No thanks. The answer is no thank you. Somebody walks up and tries to hand you a free phone. No thank you. An umbrella. No thank you. The answer is always no thank you. We're just walking. 360,000 people a day average walk through Times Square. So it's very, very busy. Have you noticed the one thing we haven't seen yet? a cop. 500,000 people been on my camera today, not one cop. If there's a shooting out here, and sometimes there are, the next day you'll see 500 cops. But no cops today.
Yeah, what?
Can't find a cop. I don't see no cops. Anybody see any cops? There goes a cop car. I assume there's a cop in the car. I'm test driving this neck mount to see how good it really is. It's just hanging around my neck, and because I have a really good, hold on, let me say,
Hey, Boogie Bob. Hey, viewers.
the Ninja. It's the greatest in the history of the world.
I am not the
He's
greatest.
I knew, he's so humble. He's always going to deny.
I am not the greatest thing in the world.
Listen,
sir.
my guys love you. What do you got going today? Something new?
Yeah, I mean, I got a new sign. My old one kind of got retired. And yes, it's a little political.
Joe
even though
Biden.
I'm not political myself.
Biden need money for weed and munchies. You got to have munchies if you're going to have weed.
Yeah, they just go hand in hand.
Have you tried the new cane, Raising Canes?
I have, and me personally, I don't like it
I haven't tried it.
because it tastes more like flour. Viewers, I mean, if you like
You're getting an exclusive, right? A Ninja exclusive right here.
Yes, I mean, me personally, I like my chicken tenders with some flavor. I'm a chicken tender.
Have you
fan.
tried it across the street at
I
the
have.
Filipino
It's
spot?
expensive.
It is
Expensive.
very expensive. $20 you go in there for one person.
No way. I could go to the supermarket with my EBT card and get a chicken cutlet and do it myself.
Say no more, my friend. Love you, brother. You're the best. God bless you, man. Guys, that's my friend Ninja. Very humble. He also gives legal advice. He has the Constitution memorized. Only twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls men. He will give you advice, legal advice. Cop stops you, he'll tell you exactly what you can and cannot say. I mean, the guy sells weed right in Times Square. He better know his laws and regulations, his rules and regulations. We're on 43rd now, one more street, and then we'll cut over, and then we'll actually have a tour of Times Square. Right now we're just walking. We're running into characters like this guy. This guy's just standing there. You don't know if he's coming or going. God bless him. You don't know where he might be there 2 hours from now. He's just standing there chilling. He got a lot of pretty, pretty boys. She calls me. I'm just walking. No cuts. Just testing out my GoPro with my new neck mount. Hands free. Nothing up my sleeve, look. Well, never mind. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. Sun was heavy and her lights were dim. She had to stop for the night. Guys, if you see this, that means you're standing above a subway. This is 42nd Street, the most famous street in New York City. And this is where all the subway, there's a subway over there. It's like a city beneath my feet right now. The subway station is bigger than the mall in your hometown, I promise you. Just this subway station. And this got the N, the Q, the R, the W. Those are all the Broadway lines. The 1, 2, 3, the 7, which I don't even know where the hell that goes. I'm just walking. I'm trying to meet my next ex. If she's out here, I'm gonna find her. This could go down as the worst tour in the history of tours. Been to New York and you said, I really want to know what it's like walking around in Times Square unedited, I'm your guy. So that's what you're doing right now. I'm saving you the legwork. You don't gotta walk nowhere, I got you covered. Okay, the first thing I want to show you as we start, we're leaving 42nd right there, and we're going to head back down to 47th. Is this sign right here. It says, if you're handed a compact disc, it's free. Tipping is optional. But then it says, if you have any complaints, talk to a cop or call 911. That's because if you listen to this sign, you're going to get beaten. You cannot go up to one of these kids and say, I read the sign, your CD is free. They're going to give you a CD, they're going to say it's free, and they expect to be tipped 10 or 20 bucks. They might go as low as 5 if it's a slow day. But for them to put those signs out here, I think it's very, very dangerous and misleading, because they are not free. It is not free. They'll tell you it's free, but that's because they need a vending license to sell stuff out here. So if you say, hey, this watch is free, you want my watch, it's free, and they say, oh my God, thank you, and you say, yeah, it's a $70 tip. I just sold you a watch for $70, but it was free. If you put a sign saying if Bob walks up and hands you a watch, it's free, you're insane. Don't do it. Do not take anything from these guys that think you're getting away with it for free. And I know a lot of them. I'm telling you the inside scoop. It ain't free, bruh. All right. We're now on 43rd Street. We're back into the heart of Times Square, and I'm going to start my tour now. This is a tour that you may not know some of the things I'm going to show you, but I think you'll learn some stuff. That right there, guys, is New York City's smallest police station. It's a substation. It's right here in Times Square, and it's so small. Since COVID, they actually have a fence around it, not letting people in, because it's just too small. It only holds about 2 or 3 people inside. That is a police department. This right here, guys, is a recruiting station. This recruiting station came up in 1947, right after World War II ended, and it is for the Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines. And it's really small. You can find it because of the American flag. But once you go inside, there's only 4 desks, 1 for each branch. Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines. And you can sign away at the dotted line. Right there. That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. Over here. Down here's the train, listen. There's a train. Over Over here, very few people even know this is here. It's the Medal of Honor recipients of New York, going all the way back to Civil War. The Medal of Honor is the highest award for valor in action against an enemy force, which can be bestowed upon an individual serving in the armed services. These are all the highest awards you can get. And there's a Civil War, Indian campaigns, Philippine, the Boxer Rebellion. Here's World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and of course the War on Global Terror. These are the names and lists of all the people who have been given that award. Across the street, guys, that is the Hard Rock Cafe. Now, it's a Paramount building. The Paramount building was the biggest entertainment building in New York for a very long time. It holds 3,500 people. This is where Elvis Presley debuted his Love Me Tender movie. This is where Frank Sinatra had the Bobby Sox riots, where all the girls came in to watch Old Blue Eyes and couldn't see him because there was too many people, so the girls actually rioted in the streets. After that, it sat dormant for a while, and then it became the Hard Rock, became the WWE, or WWF at the time, wrestling. It was the wrestling place for a long time. There would be wrestlers, you could eat. It was like the Hard Rock. Well, now it is the Hard Rock. And very cool, nice spot. We're going to keep it moving. And remember, guys, that whole building is the Paramount building. And well, it gets a little crowded right here. And it's the first Taco Bell in the country that was self-serving. Don't need no human beings in there. You can also buy beer. It's a cantina, so you could buy beer in there as well. Bubba Gumps, and they just opened Raising Cane's. We're just walking, testing out my Telesin neck strap. Guys, get in the comments. Let me know, how was the audio, the video, and most importantly, how was the stabilization? Was it moving? Was it rocky? Was it seasick? It's supposed to be very good. I have the GoPro Hero 8, which has amazing stabilization. Guys, there is right there Good Morning America. It's one of the biggest TV shows in America. It's a morning show, so 5 days a week you come out here and you're going to see Kim Kardashian or J-Lo or Tom Arnold, whoever's on the show that day. Super cool. I've had a lot of celebrities from there on my show. Jane Fonda was on my show. Ashanti and her mama were on my show. Sybil Shepherd on my show. B2K, the biggest boy band in the world from Korea, on my show. Guys, this is where it gets really bad. This is 44th Street. This is for the blind. It is audio. Wait. Tell you don't go. Can't go. The light's green. I should be able to go now. All right. Let's first talk about these. These are the Pedicabs. By far the biggest ripoff in Times Square is the Pedicabs. There's a sign on the side. It's covered by his drape right there. It's going to say $8 or $9 a minute. The problem is you're going to get in it. He's going to take you for a ride, and he's going to literally go 4 or 5 blocks. It's going to be $400 or $500. You'll see them everywhere. In fact, I was a pioneer who was first bringing these before there was ever one. I was commissioning the city and going on eBay and calling China trying to get my own. And it was just such a hassle back then with insurance and everything. I didn't do it. Now there's 5 million of them. I'm glad I didn't do it, because even though the money's great, it's just a hassle and a nightmare. Here's a tourist getting robbed right here. She wants a picture with Iron Man And now 40 of them literally run in there. What kind of picture is that? You got Iron Man, Spider-Man, Mickey Mouse, and one of the damn gremlins, whatever. And the problem is now the heads go up. When the heads go up, they're gonna hit this poor lady for the money. She's getting ready to walk away. Now he says it's going to cost you. They all have cash apps, so you can't say I don't have cash. They just walked away. They're like, I'm leaving. You can't, they can't tackle you. Many have been arrested. I have pictures of Minnie Mouse being arrested because they'll fight you. They want their $40. So a kid walks by, Mickey will stop them. As soon as they stop for a picture with Mickey, they're all together. All 8 of those guys are together. They all run into the shop and they all demand to be picked. That's my guy. That's my guy. Slayer. What's up, Playboy?
Oh, buddy, I wanted to say.
I finally get to meet your fella.
Yes,
What's your
Johnny.
name? Hi, Johnny. How are you, brother? This is something for you for later.
Skolnick.
Huh?
Alex Skolnick.
That was the other guy you were.
From Testament.
We were talking about guitar
he's
players.
such
How
a
often
good
does he
lead.
talk to you about guitar players?
And somebody beat me up and took my phone. But
No.
yeah, real good.
I'm sorry, player.
Yo, look at me.
I'm
I
sorry.
got staples in my head.
Yeah, you look like you're struggling today. You okay?
Bad.
I'm sorry, brother. I wish
for
I
a long
had
time. No, it's
money for McDonald's or something. I don't have it today. But I had about 30 people tell me that you were a great guy and they loved your rock and roll stories.
Yeah.
Next time I get a chance, let's sit and talk about some
I'm always
some
here.
rock and roll. I see you.
I'm not gonna come
And you
here
remembered
tonight.
my name.
Yes, sir. I wanted to see because I've been listening to Testament on my phone. He got me.
Oh, they don't mess around, player.
Yeah, and
don't
Alex
mess around.
Skolnick is just like such a great guitar player.
Unbelievable.
Very similar to Scorpions.
You know I love me some Scorpions. Don't start talking about Rudolph Schenker and
Schenker, yeah.
he's actually the rhythm guitarist. The guy who Matthias Chaps is the main guitarist of that
He's the
group.
one that came up with the 7-string guitar before Steve Vai.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And Steve Vai's another one that's pretty
He
phenomenal.
had the way high string instead of low string like Korn and them use.
That's a guy who knows his guitar. Player, you take care of yourself. Johnny, so nice meeting you, man. You be good. All right, Playboy. Be good. I just met him last week. Guys, there's someone playing loud music, and unfortunately, YouTube will not let me play it, or they will demonetize the video. So you can listen to some Boogie Bob music for the next few seconds, and I'll be right back. What kind of piece of crap would beat him up and take his phone? It's very, very, very difficult living on the streets of any major city, especially here in New York, because if somebody sees you in a weakened state like that, they don't say, I'm not going to rob him because he's on a cane. They say, I'm going to rob him because he is on a cane and he's an easy pickings. All right, not much of a tour today, guys. I'm sorry. Just kind of walking and talking. I am going to show you some naked women, and that's always fun. There is a rule on the books in New York City that since the early 1900s, that if men could go topless, women could also go topless. And that is these girls here. They look like they're wearing a top. They are not. They have paint on their breast. They're absolutely nude. And I'm walking around with a camera around my neck to try to be sly, walking past them to show you, because I don't want to spend $30 on a photo. You could usually spot them from a block away because they have the feathers on their hats. They have the feathers on their hats. We're back in Times Square. This is the screaming lady of Times Square right here. If you walk too close, she will push you. She will assault you. You got to be very careful. Well, she just pushed me on my back. This woman's naked. Hey, girl. Oh, by the way, that's Jada Kiss. We're hearing some Jada Kiss right there. The convenience of this neck thing is pretty great. I can't go live with it, so that kind of sucks. I'll have to figure that out. I can go live, I just don't know how to. So I hope you got an idea of how this Telesen thing works. I'm not sure how long my tour was, but it wasn't great. It was more about just seeing how this thing works. Here's the guy with the parrots. He has snakes, parrots. You can take a picture with the snakes, or the macaw, or this guy, whatever that one's called, the white one. The most popular character out here is Minnie Mouse. There's 100 damn Minnie Mouses out here. Remember, guys, if you take a picture with Minnie Mouse, 9 of them are going to jump in there. You cannot take a picture with one Minnie Mouse. By the way, they just opened up the red steps, so let's head up to the red steps, see how this thing does on the steps. Well, sorry, you cannot take a picture with one Minnie Mouse. You're going to take a picture with 10 of them. That's just how it works. So the red steps were closed. They just literally opened them right now. There's already 200 people on them. And of course, the last step is always the first one taken, so. This guy chilling out here with his damn shoes off. So, the last step is taken, so let me just show you what it looks like from up here to see. There's Times Square. We entered right here, guys. We walked down to 42nd. That's where the long blue one there is. Don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but the ball drop, the ball is at the top up there. Don't know that you'll be able to see it on this little GoPro, but that's where the New Year's Eve ball drop is. We went all the way down to 42nd and just came back. That was it. These are the famous red steps. If you like Alicia Keys and Jay-Z, this is where they filmed. I'm from New York. Guys, if you're on these steps, never ever put your hand down like she's doing right there. Don't do that. Somebody's going to step on your hand and break your fingers. Excuse me, pardon me. Do not put your foot down, or your barefoot, or your hands, because somebody walking down these happens every day. There's broken fingers on here every day. You're sitting there, you put your hand down, and somebody walks by and snaps your fingers off. Very, very sad. Please be careful on the red steps. There's rules all over. Sorry, brother, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I don't know how my necklace is handling these steps right here. It's hot, it's muggy, very humid. There now is a slight breeze coming through.
She's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. I know you like chocolate, girl. We check later, all right? Right here.
All right.
Now look. Now we're flipping over. Not under. If you want to see my perfect everybody say yeah.
I'm gonna go up here and see my boy Jimmy's shoes. He's got his own store up here. He sells the Yeezy knockoffs. $40. $40, bro. Most comfortable shoe I own. I bought about 10 pairs because they are that comfortable. Where are you gonna get $40 shoes? First of all, people stop me all the time and say, where'd you get the Yeezys? I say, they're bootlegs. I don't perpetrate no frauds. I don't do it. If I'm wearing a fake Yeezy, I'll let you know. This guy tried to murder me one time right here with a hockey stick. Tried to crack my head open for no reason. This guy right here. Driving by on his bicycle, tried to crack my head open with a damn hockey stick. Gotta always keep your head on a swivel. Guys, I said the bikes, those Pedicabs was the worst ripoff in Times Square. I was wrong. It's this ATM right here, guys. It's a $10 service fee. The one on the other end is $20. Come out here, take $10 out. It says, just confirm that you're going to pay $10 or $20 service fee for that ATM right there. It's insane. This little village comes here in the summer and then again in the winter. Get your own little booth.
American Eagle.
This is ornaments. All ornaments for Christmas. Every kind of ornament you could imagine. Ornaments for Christmas. What is it now, July? Come on, bro. Gotta get your ornaments early. Oh, they got food in here. Oscars or repas. God, it smells so good. Thank you. Just looking. Thank you so much. Good luck. These people work very, very hard. I think it's $500 per week. I'm not sure. This is my friend Jimmy's shoes.
That's a 10. You need 11.
Yeah, 11 or 12. You don't want to try to get you?
What's up, Playboy?
Oh, Paisan, how are you?
I'm good, man. I came to see you.
Try this, I'll give you the white one. How you like the booth, Bob?
I love it, man. I love it. I just saw your brother.
Yeah?
I'm looking for the zebras. He's a little busy.
I got the zebra, 13.
Yeah, is this a zebra?
Here, brother.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the Times Square tour here. Since we're leaving Times Square, I'm going to pick up a pair of shoes. I hope that you had a good time. I just wanted to show how it looks on the GoPro with the Telesen strap. I'm going to do a much better tour of Times Square and other places all around New York City real soon. Make sure you tune back in, and let's talk again real soon. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Buy a t-shirt while you're here. What are you, cheap? God bless.